Hi everybody, welcome back to Home Life 365. So last night I recorded a video for you doing a Bisquick chicken pot pie, and when I went to edit I lost the whole intro, so I just wanted to do a quick intro today. Please excuse my red face and red cheeks. It is Tennessee hot outside, and if you don't know what that means, you should come see us sometime. Right now it's May, but it feels like August. It's very hot, very humid. So I wanted to let you know, last night I needed a quick dinner and chicken pot pie was fitting the bill. So I wanted to go over what I used, even though I don't have the ingredients here tonight. But what I used was one large chicken breast that had been boiled and cut into bite-sized pieces. I also used a can of cream of chicken soup, and you can also use cream of celery soup. And I used about a cup of chicken stock, chicken broth. You can use bouillon and a cup of water. I peppered it to taste, and I probably added about a teaspoon of pepper to mine. I also used a half a stick or quarter cup of melted butter and about a half a cup of milk and a cup of Bisquick, and that's all you need to put together a great chicken pot pie, great comfort food, filling, and it's fairly quick and easy if your chicken's prepared in advance. And I like to cook chicken breast and cut it into chunks and put it in the freezer, and that way you just have to thaw it when you want to use it. Super easy. So I will let you get on with this video. So to get started, I'm just going to spray my 8x8 pan with non-stick spray, just a light spray. And I have my chicken cut into chunks, and a great time saver for this is if you have chicken breast, to boil them and cut them into chunks and put them in the freezer, and that way you only have to thaw them out, and you can use them for this recipe or a lot of other recipes. So I'm just going to add that chicken right in. The next thing I'm going to do is add my cream of chicken soup into this bowl. I apologize if the lighting is bad for this one. I don't have a way to hook the light up right here where I am. Now to this soup, I'm going to add about a half a cup of chicken broth. I'm going to try to get this mixed up. This is easier to mix with a whisk, but I'm just trying to get this together quick. You don't have to have all the lumps out of this soup. You just want to make sure it's mixed up well enough. And I'm going to add to this probably a half to a full teaspoon of black pepper. We like a lot of pepper in the pot pie. And I apologize for not measuring that, but just add black pepper to taste, and you can see that I've added a good bit. So I'm just going to spread this chicken out a little. I'm going to drain my can of mixed vegetables, and I'm going to pour it right on top of the chicken. Okay, I drained my mixed vegetables. I don't want the water in there, just the vegetables, and I'm just pouring it right on top of the chicken. Just going to spread it out a little. And I'm going to put my soup and broth and pepper mixture right on top. Now, like I said, if you wanted to make this in a 9x13, you would just do 2 cans of vegetables, 2 cans of soup, and you would probably increase your chicken broth to double, so about a cup of chicken broth. So I just spread that around. Okay, next I have a quarter of a cup of melted butter. And I'm adding a half a cup of milk Just want to, my butter's hardening back up. I'm going to throw that back in the microwave for just a second. Okay, sorry about that. I had microwaved my butter too soon, and when I put the cold milk in, it made it go solid again. So I just threw it back in the microwave for a few seconds. I just don't want chunky butter. I want it to be liquid. Now I'm adding in a cup of Bisquick. You want this to be about like pancake batter consistency. And I do try to get most of the lumps out of this, but if there are a few, it won't hurt it. They'll come out when you bake it. Now, if you're doing a 9 by 13 and doubling this, you will also double this. So you'll need a full stick of butter, you'll need about a full cup of milk, and you'll need 2 cups of Bisquick. So now you can see I've got the big lumps out. There are still lumps in it, and you can see the consistency is like pancake batter. And I'm just going to pour this right on top of the pot pie. Now I've already turned my oven on. It's preheated to 350 degrees. And when I put this in, I'm going to let it bake for about 40 minutes. So you can see this recipe doesn't take very long to put together if you've already got some cooked chicken or leftover rotisserie chicken. I'm just spreading that out a little. And this is what it looks like. It's ready to go into the oven. And I'm going to put this in a 350 degree oven, and it's going to cook for about 40 minutes. So I'll have time to do some other things. And when it comes out of the oven, I'll bring you back in so you can see it. We are back. I just got the chicken pot pie out of the oven. It was in about 40 or 45 minutes, which gave me time to get some laundry done and the animals fed and get caught up. So I'm going to bring you in to take a good look at the pot pie. Here's how it looks out of the oven. It's nice and brown with a crispy top. I will cut in and show you how it looks on the inside. So here's what it looks like out of the oven, cut. If this had set for a couple of more minutes, the sauce would have thickened up a little bit more. I cut it while it was still very hot. So this is comfort food at its finest. Chicken pot pie, it's hot, it's buttery, it's got a nice biscuity top. It's delicious. I know your family's gonna love it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll try this recipe and leave a comment below about how it turns out and how you like it. If you like the videos that we're putting out, I'd really appreciate if you would like and subscribe below. I have other videos on chicken and dumplings and chicken stew, and even some homemade bread recipes that you might want to check out. And if you have recommendations about some recipes you would like to see or some video content you would like for us to bring to you, please leave that in the comments below also. Until next time, have a great day.